Don't fast forward through life. You'll miss all the good stuff along the way. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. I can chase you and I can catch you, but there is nothing I can do to make you mine. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. Men do less than they ought unless they do all they can. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Sometimes not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. We are good to others only because we think that that is or will be good for us. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. Man in general, if reduced to himself, is too wicked to be free. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. One must wait until the evening to see how splendid the day has been. I live in my own little world, but it's okay, they know me here. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. So shut up, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. It's exhausting, the energy it takes to unknow a truth. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. Imagining something is better than remembering something. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. Great results can be achieved with small forces. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I had to philosophize, otherwise I could not live in this world. Done is better than perfect. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous, with an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Don't let the fear of losing them keep you from loving them. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. Sometimes, when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. In the end, it will all work out okay. The end isn't final if we're not okay with it. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. The petty thief is imprisoned, but the big thief becomes a feudal lord. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else.